a televised marriage, a behind-the-scenes romance, and a husband who runs the show. These Young and the Restless actors certainly lived up to the show's title. Fans of The Young and the Restless know actress Elizabeth Hendrickson as Chloe Mitchell, a mainstay on the show who has been nominated for 4 Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. When she's not on the show, the soap veteran is no eligible bachelorette.
Shall we start the bidding at 20,000?
20,000.
Nope, she's a wife and mom. In real life, Hendrickson is married to Rob Meter. In March 2020, the couple welcomed their daughter Josephine James, who was born during the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. In a statement to People magazine, Hendrickson opened up about how she felt about the unfortunate timing, saying, "When dreaming about the birth of your first child, words like social distancing and shelter in place never seemed to enter into the picture. We reminded ourselves how lucky we were and stayed positive." If you're a longtime viewer of Y&R, you know Laura Lee Bell. For decades, Laura Lee Bell has portrayed the character Christine Blair, who is married to Paul Williams. Like her character, Bell is also married. She married Scott Martin, a photographer, in 1997 during a ceremony in California, and the two have been together ever since. The pair welcomed a son in 2001 and a daughter in 2002. In a sweet show of affection, the couple renewed their vows in 2022, a moment which Belle shared on her Instagram, with a caption that read, "So grateful for this special night while we were away, when we read the letters we wrote for each other nearly 25 years ago. Back then, we had close friends read them at our wedding, but this time around, it was amazing having our kids and our little group there as we finally read them to each other." Actor Doug Davidson portrayed Laura Lee Bell's on-screen husband, Paul Williams. As a staple of the show, Davidson joined The Young and the Restless back in 1978. Davidson was the soap opera's longest-running cast member in 2020. He has been nominated for multiple Daytime Emmy Awards and won for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series in 2013. While he's a Y&R veteran, Davidson isn't the only one in his family who's been on the daytime show. His wife, Cindy Fisher, was part of the cast in 1978. The two met on the show and married in 1984. Davidson and Fisher have 2 children. Veteran actor Eric Braeden has been seen on screen for more than 50 years. His television appearances span multiple shows throughout the decades, including Hawaii Five-0, Wonder Woman, and How I Met Your Mother. The German-born actor has also appeared in films, notably Titanic, where he played John Jacob Astor. Although he's been cast in many roles throughout his long career, he is perhaps most known for playing Victor Newman on The Young and the Restless, a character he's portrayed since 1980. His impressive resume includes a Daytime Emmy, a People's Choice Award, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, according to CBS. Braeden isn't the only one in show business in his family, however. The soap opera legend is married to actress Dale Russell, who had a small role in the Olsen twin movie, Holiday in the Sun. The couple's son, Christian Gudegast, also works in the film industry as a director and screenwriter. Notably, Christian wrote and directed 2018's Den of Thieves, which also featured his dear old dad in a small role. Longtime viewers of The Young and the Restless know actor Greg Ricart as his character Kevin Fisher, which he's portrayed since 2003. While the Emmy Award-winning actor navigates many stories and plots on The Young and the Restless, in his real life, he is a husband and father. Ricart is married to Robert Sudduth, who works as a writer and producer. Sudduth has worked behind the scenes on a number of shows, including Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, On My Block, and The New Normal. Ricart and Sudduth got married in Hawaii in 2015 and welcomed a son the following year. Ricart commemorated his 6th anniversary in 2021 with a sweet Instagram post captioned, "Celebrating 6 years of wedded bliss with my bae."
Your joy is our joy, and your love is our love.
While The Young and the Restless fans know actress Michelle Morgan as the character Amanda Sinclair, this isn't the first time she's been on the show. Morgan originally joined the soap opera in 2013, playing the character Hillary Curtis for 5 years, according to CBS. In fact, it was her portrayal as Hillary that earned Morgan 2 Daytime Emmy Award nominations. The writers killed Hillary on the show, but that wasn't the end of the road for Morgan. She told Newsday, "Less than a year later, they called me and begged me to come back. I wasn't sure how they were going to bring me back because my character had died in the arms of the love of her life. Now, I play her twin sister, Amanda."
She's no ghost.
In case you missed it, I'm back.
In real life, Morgan is married to her husband, Navid Ali. The couple wed in 2012 and now have 2 children. Joshua Morrow started playing Nicholas Newman on The Young and the Restless in 1994 and has been a staple ever since. Off the set, Morrow lives with his wife, Toby Keene, in Los Angeles. The pair got married in 2001 in a ceremony in California. In a 2018 soap in-depth interview, Morrow gushed about the wedding, saying, "You throw around unforgettable day quite often, but that truly was. My wife arranged that entire wedding, did it all herself. I've never seen her look more beautiful, more ethereal." The married couple now has 4 children, 3 sons and 1 daughter.
That I have everything I need to be happy. My family is my touchstone.
Melissa Claire Egan joined The Young and the Restless in 2011 as Chelsea Lawson and spent the next few years in a series of whirlwind storylines that saw her involved in marriages, murders, and a stint of paralysis.
Well, that was nice. Were you? Glad you enjoyed yourself.
She even left the show for a year, then returned in 2019. In her personal life, Egan has been married to her husband, Matt Katrosar, since 2014. According to CBS, Katrosar holds an executive position at Viacom CBS and Pluto TV. Egan talked about finally tying the knot in real life during an interview with Inside Weddings, saying, "I've been married about 9 times on television. I've had every hairstyle, all different dresses, various themes to my TV weddings, so it was pretty cool to finally do it my way." Egan and Katrosar welcomed their first child, Caden Robert, in August 2021, after Egan experienced multiple miscarriages. When announcing her pregnancy on Instagram, Egan shared a hopeful message to her followers, writing, "As happy as we are, the journey to get here has been filled with lots of tears, stress, sadness, helplessness, hopelessness, and 2 miscarriages. To anyone going through this process or any kind of fertility issues, I feel you. I see you. You're not alone." The Young and the Restless staple Melody Thomas Scott has been part of the cast since 1979. The longtime actress's portrayal of the character Nikki Newman has earned her several awards, including a Soap Opera Digest Award for Outstanding Lead Actress.
Well, at least I'm not so desperate that I have to take a cruise to get knocked up by some anonymous gigolo.
Before her more than 40-year stint on The Young and the Restless, Scott had already worked in the industry for years, decades. She appeared in her first movie, Alfred Hitchcock's Marnie, at just 8 years old. Not only does Scott have a long acting career, but she also has a long-time marriage. The actress has been married to Edward Scott, a former Y&R producer, since 1985. This is her 3rd marriage, although both of her former marriages each lasted less than a year. Scott told Soap Opera Digest in 1995 that her current marriage felt like the only real one she's had. The Young and the Restless has had some wild weddings, but Abby Newman's might have been the most unique. The character, played by Melissa Ordway, has appeared on The Young and the Restless since 2013. In 2020, Ordway's character was set to marry Chance Chancellor, who was being played by actor Donnie Boaz at the time. But unfortunately, Boaz tested positive for COVID-19 and was unable to film. That's when Ordway's real husband, actor Justin Gaston, stepped in to temporarily play the character and marry his wife on screen. Ordway told TV Insider about filming with her husband. "At first, we didn't know what to expect, but this was the most fun 2 weeks I'd ever had at work. Justin and Melissa don't speak to each other nearly as eloquently as the writers write for us." In real life, Ordway and Gaston wed in 2012. The actors have 2 daughters named Olivia and Sophie. Since 2016, Jason Thompson has played Billy Abbott on The Young and the Restless. However, this isn't his first time on a popular soap opera. Before The Young and the Restless, the actor appeared on General Hospital and was even nominated for 5 Daytime Emmy Awards, nabbing the win in 2020 for his work on Y&R. While Thompson was born in Canada, the actor now lives in California with his family. He and his wife Paloma have been married since 2015 and have 2 children. Although Thompson keeps busy with his work schedule, he's grateful for the balance that working on daytime soaps affords him. He told Soap Opera Digest, "My kids get to have a dad that's around quite a bit, and that's just been amazing. There's been times where I've wanted to branch out and do different things, but in this moment, right now, there's not a better job in the world for me."
That's the plan. That is the plan.